Hello everyone, Vidita is here and the topic for the today's video is microbes as biofertilizer. This is a topic from class 12th biology and the chapter number is chapter 10, microbes in human welfare. So this is a last topic of this chapter because already we have gone through the biocontrol agent, microbes in household and microbes in the industrial field. Okay, so these topics already covered in the previous videos. Begin with what are biofertilizers. So biofertilizers, bio again word we are using, bio means something living we are talking of. So biofertilizers, these are the organisms which can bring about soil nutrient enrichment. Okay, means they are the certain organisms which make the soil rich in nutrient content. Okay, so these all organisms are biofertilizers. The main sources of biofertilizers are bacteria, fungi and cyanobacteria. Because you know very well the chemical fertilizers, if we talk of, these are very expensive, and apart from this they cause so much pollution in the environment, not only soil pollution but also the water pollution. Okay, and they are prepared in the industry, so they are very expensive one also. So in order to avoid all these problems, pollution and all, the farmers they are using the biofertilizers nowadays. Okay, and you might have heard of organic farming. Organic farming, when we say, this means the farming with the least use of chemicals. Okay, no or least, that is the organic farming. So when we talk of biocontrol agent, biofertilizers, means we are talking of the organic farming. Okay, manure and all, that is so. So biofertilizers, these are widely distributed in aquatic and terrestrial environments. Now, in the category of bacteria, Ajectobacter is there, that is grown along with cotton, rice, maize, and this result in is increase in the yields. And Azospirillum is also a free living bacteria. Okay, means that also fix the atmospheric nitrogen. These two, Ajectobacter and Azospirillum, these are free living bacteria. Okay, but there are some symbiotic bacteria also. We have the most common example of Rhizobium. Okay, Rhizobium, you know very well. It lives in the roots of leguminous plants, because leguminous plants have nodules, and nodules are the place where the bacteria live. Okay, so these bacteria have the capacity to fix atmospheric nitrogen and they give it to the plant. Okay, so plant becomes rich in the nitrogen content. And we have more example. The inoculation of soya bean seeds with a bacterial culture ensures the better nitrogen fixation as well as good yield. Okay, this is also one of the example. Now cyanobacteria. So these are cyanobacteria, means we are talking of the blue-green algae. So these are autotrophic microbes and they are widely distributed in aquatic and terrestrial environments, and many of which can fix atmospheric nitrogen. So we have the example Anabina, nostoc, oscillatoria. Okay, many more. Excuse me. Anabina, it lives in the cavities of Azolla. Now what is Azolla? So Azolla is a small, fast growing aquatic fern. Okay, so in the Azolla leaves the Anabina lives. Okay, and means there only in the leaves Anamina will fix the atmospheric nitrogen. And when these azolla means this is also grown along with the rice fields as well. Okay, rice fields also azolla is grown at one corner, and is it fertilizes, means provides the nutrients to the rice field, that is to the rice. And in summer azolla decays and releases the nitrogen fixed, whatever nitrogen is fixed, that is released from the azolla, means when in the summer it dries and decays. Okay, so this way the cyanobacteria also plays very important role. Now fungi as a biofertilizer. So when we say the mycorrhiza, again we are talking of symbiotic relationship. Okay, mycorrhiza means it is a symbiotic association of fungus hyphae with the roots of higher plants. Okay, so this association is mycorrhiza. So not only these fungal hyphae absorb phosphorus from the soil and pass it to the plant. This job is done by the fungus hyphae, but also it plays very important role uh, in the plants, where means these fungus are growing in the roots of those plants. They also gets the resistance to root-borne pathogens. Okay, so this is also one of the benefit. And it also means mycorrhiza also provide tolerance to salinity and drought, and helps in growth and development of the plant. And in turn fungal life gets only the nutrition from the plant. So this is the importance of biofertilizer. So currently in our country, a number of biofertilizers are available commercially in the market, and farmers they use these regularly in their fields to replenish soil nutrient and to reduce dependence on chemical fertilizer. Thank you.